Hello everybody and welcome to today's stream. So today's stream is a game I have owned, played for like 20 minutes, got stuck in and then never touched again. So yeah, welcome to Pokémon Colosseum. Never beat this game. To be honest, never got very far in it. So let's change that. Oh yeah, the force settings you can change. I need to start a new game because I believe the main name of this character is Wes. Yeah, good enough. Because let's be honest, this seems like a great idea, like a Pokemon game for the GameCube. Yeah, so we have explosions in the first 30 seconds. That's something I forgot about. Why is that back moving? I have Pokemon, don't I? Yeah, I have an Umbreon and an Espeon. Bite, Secret Power, Taunt, and Snatch. Then I've got an Espiomet. Confusion, Return, Reflect, and Helping Hand. Okay, good. Oh, quite a decent lot of items. sure. Alright, this game is mostly double battles. If it's alright, then Return should deal a large amount of damage because it's an Espion. Perhaps the stab moves are better. Especially now for Espion, because I at least have a special attacking move on her. Yeah, well, Espion and Umbreon are decent Pokemon. Oh, this is the region. So now we're having a kidnapping. This really is a wild game. I mean, we've had explosions, criminal organizations, and now a kidnapping. Oh, there goes a Wishmer. Like, what I know from certain parts of this game is, I have heard it can be unfairly difficult. At least I still got money every time I win. And this is why you don't transport people in a big ass bag during the day. I believe the official name is Ruji, but I'll just stick to the official names. Aww. We got a new team member. Oh, this is the gym. Okay, good to know. I need to be further past the fountains. Got it. Also, fixed camera angles. Is that the mayor's house? Nope, that's not the mayor's house. Don't tell me that I've been playing this game for like an entire 4 minutes and I'm like already stuck. I believe this is the correct one. That looks like a Final Fantasy boss. What can I do at the gym? Can I level up Pokemon like this? Okay, about that. Now it's huge out of the sudden. I don't think I'm gonna be threatened by this. It's a, that's a Sunken and a Hoppip. Also, I need to figure out how to heal my party. Oh yeah, I can train my Pokemon this way. One, that did Crabble, but two, it also kinda really helped because Hoppip got flinched. Espeon is fast. Hello, Zorlex Gaming. Welcome to my first ever playthrough of Pokémon Colosseum. Somehow this game was in my backlog for, oh well, best part of a decade. Longer even. I think I've had this game since I was like 12. So it's been in my backlog for about 15 years, because back in the day I played like 15 minutes of it, got stuck and never touched the game again. I know I got my copy second hand, but because the entire game is in English and you're kinda, for this one, kinda dependent on what people say, I probably just got stuck in it as a child because I just couldn't read it. Like, the manual only gets you so far if, like, the game is not in your native language and you just don't know the language good enough. But nowadays my English is more than good enough. Yeah, I never beat it. But I heard it's for a Pokemon game a pretty interesting concept. Which it is, because the stream has been going about 20 minutes and we've already had explosions and a kidnapping. Which is very un-Pokemon-like. So, I can see they tried something new with it. Yeah, I don't have that part too. And I have seen it in stores, like secondhand. And I am not spending that amount of money on a GameCube game. I'm gonna tell that much. It's like ridiculously expensive. Like, it can be easily like close to 100 euros for like a second-hand copy. Yeah, I don't think my computer can run an emulator for the GameCube. I don't have the best computer. Also, there is like still a bit of an argument about the legality of emulators. I like prefer to stream with the official hardware. I mean, it's a good thing emulators exist, especially for like more obscure games and things, but I still have plenty of games I can actually like stream because I have a large collection and most of it has never been finished. Rich boy, good. With a bit of luck, he gives off a lot of prize money. Also, I still need to figure out how to heal. And I still need to figure out how to heal my Pokemon and where to do it. That should be fun. At least this game has like one advantage. If I get kinda stuck, I can always refer to the manual. Oh, I hate it when it does that. This is probably the best moment to like use and reflect. Yeah, that was a good moment. Crap. I need it. I needed confusion. Oh, it flinched. Good. I don't think I've ever used reflect in my life. Seeing as I have no clue where to heal, I probably should keep my team kinda alive. Is there like one more? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, those are rock types. I don't particularly have anything against them. Confusion should do a decent chunk of damage because I know these Pokemon have like defense but no special defense. But I believe that Bite is already a physical attack. Let me check. Is Bite a... No, I don't need to shift. I need summary. It doesn't say if it's physical or special, so I'm gonna presume it didn't have to split yet. And that therefore Bite is actually still a special move. It was like 4 trainers, they said, right? Okay, so that's how that works. Can I take the elevator down? Yes, yes I can. That's an Aaron. Somebody lost a Sand Slash. Not talking about the Magic Cup. And an Oddish. And no wonder I won. I now probably should starting breaking into random houses to find like where I can heal. Hello. Yes, I know Magikarp is doing its best, but let's be honest, it's still a Magikarp. Yeah, but it was trying. Also, like, when they evolve, they're like really good out of the sudden. Oh, here it is. I was looking for the Poké Center. Whoopsie daisy. Completely missed the massive ass building where which says BC on the side. I'm still accustomed to yeah, I honestly thought that was the Poké Markt, but no, the shop's over here. Yeah, that's what you get when you have like... I'm doing good. Thank you very much. How are you doing? I've like dusted off the old Pokémon Colosseum because I remember playing this game for like 30 minutes, getting absolutely stuck at it and then never touching it again. Wait, this game has shinies? Okay. Good. Good to know it has shinies. I still need to get Pokeballs, but I believe I have to check out the Colosseum. Oh, that's better than it is in the mainline series. Alright, where do I have to go now? Yeah, I'm already lost, I believe. Oh no, I just have to go in and go out. Oh yeah, this game you're a trader. Yeah, that's probably gonna go fine. Because I leveled up my Pokemon and just had him healed. Would still like balls. Okay, so it's literally a crapshoot. So you just catch him and you have like a chance at shiny. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna presume that requires a lot of resetting. And if I remember correctly, this game has like save points, which I probably should have done at the Poké Center. I probably should have saved. Yeah. And it isn't like a mainline game in which you can like save in front of the trainer or something. Like, I remember if you saved and had to reset something, it could set you back a couple of minutes. Okay, that's a good thing. No clue about that glitch. Am I gonna use it? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I'm not certain even if I'm gonna use it, but... I believe you can save at PCs. Yeah, save. I mean, I tried to play without glitches, but... Use your first Pokemon to throw the Pokeball, then your second Pokemon you move the ball... That sounds like one hell of a massive developer oversight. Like, that sounds like they like forgot 1 or 2 lines of code. Oh yeah, Pokémarks here do not. That like sounds like a massive ass developer oversight. Yes, it's a game on GameCube. And I'm actually playing it on the GameCube because the internal battery of it may be dead. Oh yeah, so you just need 2 different types of Pokeballs. Okay, that sounds easy enough to perform. I mean, my GameCube's internal battery may be dead, so I have to like set the language option every single time I use it. I just went there. They don't have balls. And yes, it do be a game for the GameCube. Ah, and that glitch, that sounds easy enough to perform. Sounds nice for your legendaries as well, because I know there are legendary Pokemon in it. And I've heard that they're all a massive ass... Yeah, and I've heard that like the legendary Pokemon in these games are all like massive ass, like pains in the ass to like beat, to like get. Yay, free balls. Yeah. It's like from what I've heard, this game isn't always the greatest when it comes down to like checkpoints and their positionings. Alright, I now have 10 balls. That should be a decent amount. In that case, I can imagine that glitch is like really useful. Yeah, I just started. I literally bought this game when I was like 12 years old, played for half an hour, got entirely stuck in it, and never touched it again. Oh, that's also fun. And it's not like an actual game in which, like a major Pokemon game in which you like go out and like battle wild Pokemon or like grind. I personally, up until this point, find it a bit cryptic. Like, I'm just getting lost constantly. Where do I have to go? What do I do? Yeah, I do have to say though, this game does have some very funky looking characters. Jeez, eh. We already saw the Final Fantasy boss, and now we have Discos too. Oh, and the Power Rangers. Can't forget about those. I am highly doubtful this game will get a Switch port or a Switch remake. On the other hand, they did remake the original Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so a lot of things can happen. Oh, he now has a Lotad. No, it's not my favorite, it's just... It is a nice Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon are actually Vulpix and Ninetales, but... I, like... Lotad is kinda cute. It's just not very useful. Ludicolo is very useful, it's just Lotad isn't. But... both. I just like Vulpix and Ninetales. Both normal and Alola. Unfortunately, they just don't get that much love. It's just a bit of a shame. Yeah, especially seeing as yeah, that was a really like an exciting moment for me because I was like following up the news on it, and like it was known that like Alolan forms would be a thing, and like one of the first they like released was like Alolan Raichu. And then at some point like the Vulpix and Ninetales came. Which was just amazing. Well, you're in luck then, because my trainer uses an Espeon. Also, Vaporeon is kinda cool. I'm gonna be honest, there are no Pokemon I actually, like, hate. It's like, most Pokemon I do kinda like. There's, like, not really Pokemon I'm just like, alright, if those were, like, removed from, like, the Pokemon roster, I just simply wouldn't care. It's just they're not all that good. And that's a Shadow Pokemon. I somehow still remember. Yeah, I probably shouldn't use confusion on it. Oh no. That sounds like that's gonna be awful, shining hunting in this game. I'm not gonna be shining hunting in it. If I get a shiny, I get a shiny. Yeah, no, I do own it. Yeah, nothing was more annoying than having to beat a game that wasn't yours. A favorite mythical. Let me think. I have always had a soft spot for Manaphy. But that's also because back in those days, I like got my Manaphy legitimately through like playing Pokemon Ranger, finishing the game, getting a code out of a magazine, and then like playing another mission and stuff like that. So I still have a bit of a soft spot for Manaphy. And that's mostly because back in the day I like actually earned mine, whilst most of my classmates had a hacked one. Yeah. No, I just like I got mine legit back in the day. That's the reason that like for my playthrough of like the remake, I did like yeah, but that's also the reason for like the remakes. I did use Manaphy in my party because I earned Manaphy back in the day. That was such a pain in the ass that I get a Manaphy in those days. And then something else you had to hope for. That it actually hatched a Manaphy. Because there was a very small chance your Manaphy egg from Pokemon Ranger would hatch a Fione. And that just meant that you didn't have a Manaphy. End of story. That was like genuinely something that could happen. Yeah, I also know it's not that strong actually. It just... Oh, Jirachi is a cool one as well. Articuno, yes. Oh, now I can pick which... Yeah, I don't have that one. As I said, my copy of Colosseum was secondhand. Is this the one where you can like pick which trainer you get and that then determines which Johto starter you fight and can snack? I believe it is. I'm first gonna heal. And save. Yeah, no, I don't have the bonus disc. I don't even know if that was a thing in Europe. Yeah, are those trainers that like give you the Johto, one of the Johto starters? Okay, good. I'm gonna presume that the Chikorita line in this game is about as crap as it is in the original game. So that's gonna leave with Totodile and Cyndaquil. But I do like the Chikorita line. Now, let's be smart. Let's actually get something that, like, you know, can attack. Unless the Chikorita line is, like, somehow good in this game. I should probably get one of the other two. What are my other options? You're the Totodile guy. Yeah, I shouldn't overthink this. If I play Johto, I get Cyndaquil. Let's just go and get... Having a grass type might be a good thing, and there's like no point in getting a water or fire type now in these two if I am gonna just replace them with like Entei and Suicune anyway. So let's go get the Chikorita. So yeah, no, the other two typings I'm gonna get anyway. So I could just as well go and get the Chikorita. Yeah, that's what I think as well, if I'm gonna get like, oh no, it's a Bayleaf. Oh well, almost the same. That's what I think is gonna happen as well when I get like, the Cyndaquil line is, you're just gonna end up replacing it with a legendary anyway. Because why keep it on the team when you can put a legendary on it? Do I have to shout at it now? I remember having to shout at these. Yeah, no, I have to shout at Shadow Pokemon once in a while. Yeah, that's a good thing. And like when it drops far enough, you like get a move back. I believe that's how it works. That's also the reason why I like... Oh no, you can! They will eventually unshadow by sheer patience. Just having them like on your party and like walking around with them like works. It's just... It works. You'll be elderly by the time it does, but it will work. Oh, that's one powerful move. Oh yeah, no, it hits with recall. Never mind then. Yeah. Fortunately, it also does so in the mainline series. It like hits. It's not good for anything else, but it hits. And it does nothing against the Bayleaf. I mean... Well, I just wanted to say if yes, I have Pokeballs. You get 5 for free and I bought an additional 5. I've used 1, so I should have 9. Yeah, no, I got balls. I did the smart thing. Yeah, I kept count as well. I'm really wondering if I should just chuck a ball at it. I should probably also heal. Yeah, I'll dare to go for a bite. Oh, I got focus energy. And I will... Yeah, I'll heal. Yes! I do really like my Game Boy Advance. Which... Thank you very much, because I have a GameCube with, like, the Game Boy player still on it, so I can actually, like, play and stream those. But when it comes down to it, I actually have quite a couple of consoles. So, yeah, that's the thing. I have a Super Nintendo. I have a Nintendo... Yeah, I got mine as a child. Because... I don't even know why. Like... I remember it being relatively cheap. Because this was like from the era where like nobody gave a crap about GameCube and their accessories because like the Wii had just been released. I should probably start chucking balls now, shouldn't I? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I got a lot of things as a child, simply, I have a Game Boy Advance SP. I did have a DS Lite, I did have a DSi, but both of those got changed for a 3DS. I still have my Super Nintendo, I still have a Nintendo 64. I have my GameCube, I have a Wii, I have a Switch Lite. My boyfriend and I have a shared PlayStation 2. I have a PlayStation 3 and then I have like an Xbox One. So, for the foreseeable future, I can like... Yeah, I'm not stripping mine. I had like my Game Boy Advance, I have like the Game Boy Advance SP that was like limited edition because it got bundled with Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I have like that bundle, which was like a great one. That was like a great bundle to have, like. And my parents thought it was great as well when I like picked it out, because I was like permitted to pick out a Game Boy Advance. And something that they didn't know was like how expensive those would be. So they were like really happy. Yeah, but it doesn't have backlight. Also, I don't mind the SP's shape. I just don't mind it. But yeah, my parents were very happy that I like wanted the one that was like came bundled with a game, because when they saw the prices, they were kind of regretting what they promised. So they were very happy that I like bought the one with like the bundled in game. That I wanted that one. Ironically enough, I don't have problems with cramping when I play on the SP. I do have problems with cramping when playing on the 3DS. It's like twice as wide. But somehow that's the console that makes my hand cramp. Oh yeah, and regular sized Switch also makes it cramp. But that might be because of the weight. Hence the reason, like, I have a Switch Lite. It's much more manageable. Go play rhythm games for 2.5 hours straight. Trust me, your hand will and shall cramp up. But that might also be something I do wrong. It's like, I love my rhythm games. And if you go and play those for 2.5, 3 hours straight, like, you're gonna get a couple of hand cramps. Yeah, it depends on the rhythm game. Like, certain rhythm games are a bit more forgiving. The best thing that I've gotten is, I for the GameCube have the Dance Dance Revolution bundle, like the Mario version with the actual like dance mat somewhere. So I can technically get leg cramps while playing the GameCube. I might have to like move my streaming setup downstairs and like get that mat out and like stream that for once. Might be a stupid idea. Because, yeah, no, I always forget. I have like the Mario Mix DDR version. So, I I used to love that game as a child, it's just I kinda drove my parents nuts with it. I mean, who would have thought? And I might have stepped on like the dog once or twice while doing it. Oh, I can now perform the glitch because I now have a premiere ball. So I can now just perform the glitch now, I believe. Oh, I can also buy great balls. I should probably invest in some great balls, shouldn't I? Wait, what am I doing? Try doing what under? I have Project Diva, I just don't think I can make that thing compatible with like my mat. So theoretically, I only now need one ball of each to make that glitch work. So I can basically just sell off the other balls I have. I can sell off 19 of these. So I now basically just have an unlimited supply of balls. That's good to know. That's a nice glitch. Oh, this one doesn't have healing items. Also, if you want me to stream Project Diva, you need to buy me a proper Switch. Or a PlayStation 4. How do I actually move slots in the item menu? Okay, good. It's X. Yeah, I just had to like figure out which button of these actually on my controller actually, you know, moves items, but it's X and Y. Makes sense because there's no select. Alright, next battle. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, no, I figured you'd say something like that, but yeah. I would love, like, last time there was like this flea market, I did go and check to see if I could get like a cheap ass PS4, but I didn't. I did get a cheap ass Xbox One, but it doesn't have Project Diva. And my boyfriend refuses to let me like borrow his. I mean, who would have thought that I'm not permitted to borrow my boyfriend's PS4? Like... Oh, and trust me, my mom would not buy me a Switch. Not even in a million years. Like, I'm an adult. If I want a Switch, I need to go and save up for it myself. Actually, we are both kinda aiming on getting an income out of streaming. My boyfriend already has affiliate, but he started doing it about like a year earlier than I did. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting affiliate and like working on that and like getting paid for it. Because we're basically both stuck in minimum wage jobs anyway. So we can just as well give it a go trying to make streaming work. I mean... Yeah. I'm not affiliated with YouTube either. It's only a partial lottery. There are some methods you can employ to actually increase your chances. One of those that I've noticed is like insanely important on Twitch. It's having a consistent schedule. If you just go live whenever you feel like, it doesn't push things as badly. As good as what it would do when you would like, let's say, you have like, as I have like 4 days planned in, all start at the same time, all end at the same time. And I'm never more than 10 minutes off the starting or ending time. And that actually really works. Yeah, you need a schedule. And it's like fine to have like a surprise, like... It's like fine if you have like a little surprise stream, or if you like want to change schedules, like announce it. Like, if I know today that my schedule for next week is gonna be different, then I'll have to announce that now and change it in the Twitch streaming service. I like change it. Yeah, for uploading vids, I don't necessarily have a schedule. I'll just upload right after the stream. Like, after I end the stream, I'll, seeing as I also recorded, I'll immediately go to YouTube and upload it. Like, immediately. Not certain if that's a bright idea, but... But yeah, having things scheduled is kinda important. That's a hotel. I have to pay for that. But yeah, it's still partially a crapshoot about like whenever or not you're gonna make it. Also, it takes a lot. We actually rarely do, mostly because we have such different games that we play. No, in my case, I don't do video editing, so I just plop the entire thing online. To be brutally honest, I've never done video editing. I probably should at some point, but considering I also have to work, I just genuinely don't have the time for it. Or the patience. Because let's be honest, it's video editing. I genuinely don't have the time or patience for it. Oh yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, no, my boyfriend at the moment is like really much like Call of Duty and Genshin Impact. Which, I don't mind a first-person shooter, it's just, not entirely my thing. But if I play like a first-person shooter, then it's gonna be Borderlands or Doom. But not Call of Duty. If I'm gonna play a first-person shooter, I would rather have it not that rooted into reality. I'm also still fine with Wolfenstein. Yeah, do keep in mind, I am currently awaiting a phone call from the doctor to see what we're gonna do with me, because I am basically currently in a permanent state of being overly stimulated at all times. Meaning that, yeah, I really tire out. Like, I can do this 2-hour stream and I can do work today, and that's literally it. Like, beyond that point, I can't really do anything today. So, that's a bit of a problem. Also, again, I'll just run out of patience. That's like a second problem I have. Like, I will and shall just run out of patience entirely. Yeah, wanna trade? I'd rather just have it that my part of it just gets fixed. Yeah, I have like insanely low energy levels, but I'm looking at like I'm looking for like solutions with the doctor to like see if we can accidentally if we can fix that. Also, how do I get out of this place? Is that the trainer we just beat? Yeah, I believe it is. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I don't. But that's like a relatively new problem. Hence the reason I'm gonna seek out treatment. Because it's actually like gotten to the point that I can work, eat and sleep and like not really do much of anything else. Do we in this town really have to pay for healing? Yeah, good enough. I don't have to buy balls anyway. Oh yeah, they have a suspicion about what it actually is, but yeah, that should be fun. Also, where do I save in this town? Yeah, no, I require 10 hours of sleep at least. So, but if I had like a really busy day, it's if I had like a really busy day, then 12, 13, 14 hours sleep are not uncommon. Yeah, I would like to battle. But oh well. Apparently things can be fixed. Let's see if any of these guys actually has a shadow Pokemon. I wanna try that glitch. Yeah, I don't have a cat. I just have a snoring boyfriend. Oh, I did remember. I did remember this guy has shadow Pokemon. If you don't have internet, how are you watching this? I am confused. I mean, I believe you kinda need internet for Twitch. Oh yeah, I always forget that's a thing. Like, the only time I use my mobile data is for, like, WhatsApp. I rarely do things on my phone. I think it's really obnoxious. I just prefer to come home and, like, sit behind my computer and just do everything behind that. I'll first take out the regular Pokemon and then I'll like focus on the shadow one. Why is it sitting in midair? Noctowl, that's not how physics work. Why would it be sitting in thin air? I'm not gonna argue with it. It's a GameCube game. Yeah. It should probably be able to take this. I think it's a programming oversight. Like, I would not be surprised. Also, something else I'm very surprised about is Makuhita hasn't gone angry yet. Yeah, that's something that I don't think can hurt in Confusion. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start chucking balls. So, I need to use a Great Ball with this. And then with Makuhita, swap the Great Ball with a different ball. And then it should just work. Right? Okay, use that. On Noctowl. And then I can now just exit the menu. And then it should just work. Okay, good. Oh, I used focus energy. Yeah. I mean, I have focus energy. It does next to nothing. And indeed, my Great Ball is still there, so I can just keep doing this now. I will just eventually just entirely mess it up because I just forget it. But I do see that, like, the moment you get the Master Ball, it's basically game over for the game. Like, how early do you get that Master Ball? I'm not just kind of hoping. Yeah, I'm gonna presume it does. Okay, so that's nice. Use this. Yeah, I know you can't miss it, but swap these two. Use focus energy. Yeah, this really feels like there is a bit of a developer oversight. Just a smidge, just a tiny one. I should probably hit it once more. But I'm not... Yeah, wait, Confusion just does jack all because... Noctowl is Psychic type as well. Yes. Yeah, I can imagine that that's more convenient. But yeah, this really feels like the world's biggest, like, programming oversight, this glitch. It just... Oh, this feels weird. I mean, from what I understand, this game is actually quite difficult, so I don't even feel bad about using the glitch. Yeah, I see that. It's like insanely easy, and they just completely overlooked it. I should probably go heal. Also, I still need to save. Can I save in here? I would like a save. No, can't save. Alright, help me out. Where can I actually save? Because that's like one downside. Across the bridge. Seriously, game. I should probably heal first. Oh, you can also heal there. Good. Good to know then that the hotel is basically a ripoff. I am gonna beat the rest of those trainers because I'm gonna presume they all have shadow Pokemon. Yeah, I'm just gonna presume that all those trainers in that square have shadow Pokemon. Oh yeah, there's a healing machine. Nicely covered by the foreground beam. Yeah, also with that glitch, it should be relatively easy to get like a full party of 6. Also, every Pokemon I snagged is like level 30. That's like one downside to this game. If you can't find the save point, you're not saving? I really wish they would have programmed it that you could like save wherever you feel like it. Because I now need to take into consideration like when I want to end the stream that I have to like look around for a save point first. Is that the Shadow Fluffy? I remember that being a Shadow Fluffy. Yeah. Or just in general, like, Mom and Dad will and shall call for dinner at the most inopportune moment. Because let's face it, they're parents. They're gonna call it. They're gonna like force you to come out for dinner at like an inopportune moment. And if you had parents like mine, I was not permitted to leave consoles on. Unless I either had like update one, like that was like the rule later. The only game I was permitted to keep running was The Sims. Mostly because my father was like really wondering why it always took so long to like shut off The Sims. Until he actually stood next to me and like with a timer and then discovered that like The Sims on my PC took like 10 minutes to save. So it just took forever with that game. So I could keep that one running. Yeah, no, my parents did buy me memory cards for my GameCube. I have no clue where they are. But I did find one memory card that has like barely enough space to like save this game on. That's amazing. On occasion you have to be creative as a child. No, I did have like memory cards for everything. But yeah, that sounds impressive, like all of Metal Gear Solid. That like sounds really impressive. And really annoying. I should probably heal you. I should probably go and get more healing items. My parents didn't necessarily understand it, but they did remember what consoles I had. Like, they were involved enough that they knew I had a Nintendo GameCube and a Game Boy Advance SP. They also understood that the Game Boy Advance SP could run games that were from the 2 previous consoles. So I really lucked out on that. No, my parents, like, did kinda know what I had. They also kinda knew what games I had, and I also had to ask for permission for certain games. I couldn't just go out and buy games because my parents would notice I had bought a new game. They, like, would notice, so... I mean, it's a positive, but it's also a negative, meaning that it wasn't as easy to bullshit my parents. Oh well. Also, my parents didn't particularly care about a lot of things because I did buy my own games most of the time. I did have pocket money, I did have, at some point, a part-time job. And that's basically the point where they stopped caring. Like, I didn't get questions until I, like, came back home with, like, a PlayStation 3. To which my reply simply was, yeah, I saved up for it. And, like, what are you gonna do? If you have a child that has their own, like, part-time job and they saved up for a PlayStation 3, like, what are you gonna do against it when that child, like, brings it home? Like... Yeah, over here you need to be 12. 12 to get a job legally. You can start out if you're 12 with something like a newspaper round. And then, I believe age 14, you can start working at your local supermarket. So it's like insanely easy for like relatively young children to have an income. And most already have an income even younger because if one of their older siblings like has a newspaper round, it's not uncommon they'll bring one of the younger siblings with them and just split the money. I had a job as a cleaner. I had a job as a cleaner in just the weekends. So I only had to work 4 hours a week, but because I got like a crap ton of bonuses because I worked weekends and one of those days is a Sunday. And I just worked like those religious holiday days in general. I somehow had the same income as somebody working 16 hours a week in a supermarket. And I worked like 16 hours a month. And I somehow had the same income. Mostly because I had to be paid out 150% for Saturdays and 200% for Sundays. And I basically only worked Saturdays and Sundays. And then I also had like my newspaper round. So that means I ran a double job. But yeah, that's how you get an income as a child in the Netherlands. I started out with like delivering like one of those local weekly newspaper thingies with like some advertisements in it and some local news. Which I've done for like 4 or 5 years? About-ish. They didn't like me quitting because they never had any complaints about me. I was never sick and I was old enough to stay at home for holidays. So I would get like somebody else's round that did go on holiday during the holidays. So during holiday season, I could either I could like actually have like up to 2 or 3 newspaper, like 3 or 4 newspaper routes. Yeah, they just didn't expect me to like stick around for so damn long. That's like something they didn't expect. But the other employer where I had the cleaning job also didn't really agree to that either, because I gave him like my month's notice. And that's when they discovered it's really difficult to find somebody that's willing to work weekends. They also never found somebody to replace me, so I just left knowing that nobody would like replace me. Yeah, I mean, I've been in that position as a cleaner ever since I was like 14, and I didn't quit until I was 20. So yeah, that was like a thing. They did not like me doing that. Nowadays I'm a cleaner again. Now I'm working 19 hours, which is plenty for me, but yeah. It does also result in like, I just had like 2 weeks off, like the absolute disaster that became, because that means that they have to find somebody for 19 hours a week in a cleaning job, which already people don't want to do, at times that are very, very inconvenient. So that was fun. Not my problem though, because I had holiday. Yeah, that's the thing. I live in the Netherlands. Employees actually have rights. And if it's damn near impossible to... Like, they know it's like... That's like a threat I can use is, if I quit, you're all in trouble. Because I work the most hours. The times that you have to work at are like really, really shit. And... like, they know they're never gonna... That it's gonna take it's gonna take them at least 6 to 8 months to actually find another idiot that wants to do it. So that like gives you a slightly better chance of negotiating. Yeah, no, it's like, it's surprising like how good you can set your employer under pressure if you like cooperate a bit. Also, I don't mind my job. You would think that like cleaning a building isn't a great job, but I don't actually mind it. Hello! I'm playing Pokémon Colosseum for kinda the first time. Apparently I bought this game as a child, got stuck in it, and just never touched it again. Also, how is things going with like cleaning up the Makuhita? Yeah, I'm still missing one move. And then I still have to like do the rest. Wait, I have a... Oh no, that's a full party. I was slightly confused by the layout. No, I do have a full party of 6. That does mean I can now battle the gym again in the previous town, because I require a full party of 6 for that. Let's go give that a go. I know it's mostly shadow Pokemon, but they hit like a mad truck. Yeah. That's the thing, in the Netherlands, if they promote you, legally it has to come with a pay raise, or your pay has to remain the same. So they can't take money away from you. So that's like one advantage. A promotion has to be beneficial, otherwise they can't call it a promotion. Oh, don't worry though. Employers will still do everything within their power to rip you off. It's just significantly more difficult. Like, employers here don't care either. They just legally have to. And they will and shall try to rip you off at every opportunity they have, but as long as you have like a decent enough brain on you, you can get out of a lot of things. I mean, don't worry. Over here it's also profits first. Here is also like profits first, the mentality. But they're now discovering that that has a slight issue. And that's the fact that like a lot of sectors can't get employees anymore simply because they got a bad reputation. And that's actually like spreading so far that basically not a single sector can get enough employees in the country anymore. Wait, is that kid running around with a shiny Beldum? Oh no, it's a cast form. I for a second thought the kid had like a shiny Beldum. Like over here it's a bit of a game. It's really fun to play. Yes, I would like the battle. Let's see how this is gonna go. I've got 2 regular Pokemon and a whole bunch of shadow ones. Probably not that great. This is, I probably just screwed myself over, didn't I? Oh yeah, that's level 41. In our case, COVID screwed over public transport. It screwed over the entire healthcare system. It screwed over the emergency services. It screwed over security jobs. It screwed over everybody that worked in the travel industry. And like it screwed over construction because a lot of construction was put to a halt. So a lot of those construction workers actually were just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm starting for myself. And yeah, that's like something that happens. Oh well. Also, I just realized I really just screwed myself by starting this battle, didn't I? Oh well. But yeah, over here like people are actually like putting their foot down as well. Quite severely. Which is fine. Yeah, that's something that kinda happened over here as well. We weren't... like... yeah. But on the other end, though, the people over here that screamed that COVID isn't real are people that would never go to a hospital anyway. So, it wasn't that bad. A lot of people here just quit because of the working pressure. Which then is an issue because the more people quit, the more work pressure there is. But also, like, the less likely it becomes. Like, the moment... I don't know if it, like, also works like this in the United States. But, like, over here in the Netherlands, the moment that, like, a specific sector, like, has a bad name, they will never get their reputation back. And they'll just always struggle to find employees. Which is kind of weird because there are currently more jobs not filled in than we even have unemployed people in the country. And yet, we can't seem to fill in those jobs. Like, people just don't want to work certain jobs. So yeah, that's something I have to change. Yeah, I can understand why. Yeah. So that should be a wake-up call for a company if they physically can't get any employees anymore. Like, that should be a bit of a wake-up call, actually. That should be like a bit of a wake-up call. That yeah, if you're running out of employees, out of people to like hire, that should be a wake-up call that things are not going great. Yeah. I mean, I've worked for a warehouse as well. For like the warehouse of like a store chain, like that too had like an insanely high turnover rate. But that was like the thing, you could get like 3 6-month contracts, and by that point they either had to hire you or hire you for full time or kick you out. And in that case they would mostly just kick you out. But then like 6 months later they would like give you a call to ask if you would come back. Which nobody will do. Like, if you fire me, then I'm not gonna come back to your company. Like, I'm not gonna come back. That's just not gonna happen. Yeah, that was basically a problem. But yeah, that's the thing. If you, that's something that they're luckily coming back from in my country, is that, they would treat employees basically as replaceable objects. And now they're discovering that, at some point those objects just refuse to be replaced. Resulting in, like, massive ass shortages. But yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, they're now getting, they're now discovering that the rough way. And luckily that does causes companies to actually reconsider. But there's also like the thing that during COVID, like a lot of people like started for themselves, seeing as in the Netherlands that's like quite cheap and easy to do. So a lot of people also, like, as I said, a lot of people that worked in construction started up their own little companies. And are making now way more than they would actually ever do under an employer. So that's also like the thing in the Netherlands. There's been like this bit of a shift in that. I mean, hospitals are doing shit, but for instance, the amount of like small, like tiny little private care clinics, like they just sprouted up like mushrooms. That was like insane. So a lot of those hospital stuffs, because even like people like surgeons like quit. They all actually like set up their own like little clinics and stuff like that. So it did kind of move certain sectors away from the big corporations. From like the big companies. Like some of those like really lost footing. But oh well. No, over here it was actually quite a lot of both doctors and surgeons were just like, screw it, I'll just start my own clinic. And they just left. Like the only people that like stayed around were like the people that do autopsies. Like those were like roughly the only ones that like stuck around. A lot of nurses quit, and then eventually, seeing as like a lot of doctors and like surgeons started setting up like their own little practices and everything, they would start finding employment there. Because it would be for a smaller thing. Yeah, basically. That's a thing. Like, if you're your own boss, like, it's good luck. As long as you pay your taxes and like your suppliers on time, like, nobody is gonna care. But the other thing you do have to take into consideration if you start for yourself, 1 or 2 angry customers that make it public, and you will and shall have to file for bankruptcy. Like, that's something you need to take into consideration when you like start for yourself is, if you do piss people off, you're basically a goner. That's like one tiny little downside about starting for yourself is you really need to be cautious about like the reputation you have, because if it sinks too low, that's just you out of a job basically. No, the Netherlands, it's really especially considering that the Netherlands is mostly comprised out of smaller towns and villages. If you get a bad reputation, that spreads. It spreads so quickly. Like, for instance, my colleague got involved in a car accident. Trust me, everybody knew before the police had even reported their findings. People already knew. I'm from one of those places in the Netherlands, like, it just spreads. But that also means that if you have, let's say, a plumbing company, and you did a dodgy job on one person's place, like, that will spread. You will become known as the shitty plumber, and just not get a job anymore. So it actually like spreads much faster over here. But that's also like, it's a small country, like, it's quite a small country. So things just spread. Alright, battling the gym was a bit of a mistake. That did not go according to plan. Let's come back here if I have like my Pokemon a bit higher level. Yeah, that's like something you need to take into consideration. It's a small country. So bad news travels really, really fast, really, really quick. Travels quite far, quite quickly. And like lawsuits are like insanely expensive to the point that it's not uncommon for people to try to settle things out of court because nobody wants to pay for it. Are you a trainer? Yeah, about. There are like plenty of states in the United States that are actually larger than my country. It's yeah. I believe there are actually more states in the United States about the same size or larger than my entire country is. And then somehow it's not even the smallest within Europe. I mean, we still have a couple that are even smaller. Like, don't ask me how we pulled that off. Yeah, that is very near. That used to be the same country, but yeah. Belgium is a fun country to go to. It's like a great thing to like go to if you're Dutch, because a majority of the country still speaks Dutch, so you don't have to learn a different language. But it's like, aw, that's so sweet. Yeah, I always like going to Belgium. It's like just not Dutch enough that I have like the feeling that I'm somewhere else, but like just familiar enough that it's not too jarring. Also, I really do hope that like Belgium has a more steady supply of Gundam kits. In the Netherlands, certain things are difficult to get a hold of. However, on the other hand, I'm saying that I do have a store relatively close by that has like these kits. Alright, perhaps they're not that short on supply. Just need to know where to look. You just described half the cities in my country. I need something more specific than walls and a moat. Because, yeah, those are relatively common things in Dutch cities, mostly because they're all very old. Like, basically every single major city has them. Like, that's the thing if you live in a very old country with a lot of medieval things still that didn't get bombed into oblivion during the Second World War. Because that's like what cost like a lot of places, they're like historic buildings. But yeah, city walls and a moat are a relatively common occurrence. Is that Makuhita almost unshadowed already? No, the Netherlands, basically, it surrendered after 48 hours. Like, the Netherlands officially during the Second World War was still a neutral country, so it didn't really have a military. And then they like chucked bombs on one major city, and that's kind of when the government caved. So only Rotterdam got like bombed into oblivion, and like the rest of the country was like relatively spared. Even then, they didn't hit that many cities actually. Because it was actually more convenient in the Netherlands, because it was like all back alleys and like very narrowly built. It was actually more convenient to keep the structures standing, because that meant that the Germans couldn't use heavy equipment because it just doesn't fit. Like, they just... Yeah, in the Netherlands it was a bit easier. The only thing that like really stopped like the Allies in the Netherlands was like there are a couple of rivers running across it, and the Germans did take out a couple of bridges, which then really screwed the Allies. Turns out if you have to cross like 4 rivers in a row, you do like a bridge. But yeah. At the core, like, the Netherlands actually got away with the Second World War relatively easily. But this was also partially due to the fact that the Nazis considered the people from the Netherlands to be one of the other Aryan races. So that's like a slight advantage. Like, the Netherlands was considered to be a Aryan country as well, so that kind of saved a lot of people. But yeah. But again, a city with moats and with a moat and a wall, like, that describes a lot of cities. Like, a surprisingly large one. Like, my closest by city has one. Yeah. Yeah, it is a good thing the continent kind of just banded together. I mean, there is strength and safety in numbers. And like, I do really also like that all countries now basically have like the same coin. Like, we all now have the euro, which is actually kinda great. It like makes crossing borders and like paying stuff like so much easier. Yeah, basically, but not all countries would be willing to like get onto that system. Let's be honest, some countries just wouldn't want to do that. Also, it can be rather difficult to deploy certain things in Europe simply because too many parties have to agree about something that doesn't even occur in their country. So that's like another downside of it is like too many parties on occasion have to agree, which can be a problem. But on the other hand, like having like multiple countries with like the same coin system is great though. No switching currencies, no issues with payment cards not working. It's like, it even has like one unified banking system, so that really works. I mean, I didn't realize how much big of a hassle bank transfers can be until like I had to pay back a friend for me out in like the United States. I had to like pay him back for something. Also, I did notice something. I'm out of time for the stream. Yeah, no, I'm out of time. I have to like leave for work in about an hour. So let's see. Can I quit the game? Yeah, thank you very much for coming by. Yeah, I'm on vacuuming duty today. I have to vacuum a floor. That's my job for today. I have 2 hours to vacuum a singular floor. Yeah, so that should go fine. But yeah, I'm out of time, so yeah. Thank you all very much for coming. I might do the cleaning at City Hall, but most people in the Netherlands use a payment card, so no cash. Like, most people in the country, like, basically stopped using it. So, yeah, no, not gonna happen. Also, I legally have to hand that in. That's another issue. Like, we actually have to hand in money we find. But again, like they can pay at the company restaurant for like with a card, so nobody has cash. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Thank you all very much for coming. Hope you had a good time. Next stream should be tomorrow morning. More Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So yeah, thank you all very much for coming. Until next time. Also, have a good day yourself. Bye!